You see, Turney, since the Eisenhower administration, we had never seen a game in all that time like Zion Williamson put up in his return from a knee injury. Duke and Syracuse, yes, he's wearing the Kyries this time, the Kyrie 4s. They were modified especially for Zion, and, well, the sneakers are good. The knee is good. Zion is good. It's all good. Looking healthy. And those legs are fresh after missing a month. Gets the ball in the paint and jumping out of the gym. Watch after the play. Syracuse's Frank Howard extends a leg, appears to try and trip Zion. Nothing called. We're going to talk to Jay Will about that in just a moment. And then showing some range. He had 11 of his team's first 17 points. We got a 50-50 ball. Duke wins. Great pass from Trey Jones to R.J. Barrett. Up top for Zion. He was 9 for 9 in the first half. 21 points, 9 boards, and 5 steals in the first half. Duke up by 6. Cuse was hanging around. Duke up 2 in the second half. But really just no answer for Mr. Williamson inside. So now he's 10 for 10. And then, watch this cleanup. Left hand. We know about his athleticism. Pretty good hand-eye coordination there. Just scoops in one motion and throws it back in. So 11 for 11. And then this is a tough one to go. 12 for 12. We got one more? Yes, Zion. First, protecting the rim. Swats that one off the glass. Getting Elijah Hughes. Watch your head. Here comes the basketball. And then Zion hitting the offensive glass again. Just a man among boys in there. 13 of 13. 2 of 9 from the foul line. Couldn't hit from there, but perfect everywhere else. First time in the 66-year history of the ACC tournament that's been done.
So the people who thought I wasn't going to return, they weren't smart. Like, I love playing with Duke. I love my teammates, and it was great to be back.
What would you want to say to those people who question if you'd come back?
I mean, they are entitled to their own opinion. You know, I appreciate the input, but I can't leave my boys hanging.
How's the knee feel?
Incredible.
I've seen a lot of great players. I'm not saying he's better than those guys, but he's a different player. He can do things that nobody has done in this game. I mean, Charles, like I've said, it was close, but this guy's bigger, stronger, and I mean, he's crazy, different type of player. There's not guys like him.
Hey guys, Zion's good. This just in. The Tar Heels are looking to become the 4th team in the AP poll era to beat the same top 5 team 3 times in a season. We have to go all the way back to 75-76 before David Lloyd's time for the last time North Carolina beat Duke 3 times in the same season. Here is our guy, college basketball analyst Jay Will, on Coast to Coast, joining us with more. So listen, Zion played a total of 36 seconds. How are you, my friend? Zion played a total of 36 seconds this season against North Carolina before the shoe pop and the subsequent injury. His welcome back performance, a gift to college basketball. So let me ask you this. How do you think that he will prepare for tonight's game against North Carolina?
Well, I think Zion Williamson is a matchup nightmare for North Carolina. North Carolina, in that first matchup in Cameron Indoor Stadium, scored 62 points in the paint. And that's how North Carolina plays, Kerry. They push the ball in transition all the time. And then also they dominate you down low on the blocks with second chance opportunities like getting rebounds and then easy points. When you have Zion Williamson there, it changes the dynamic of a team being able to do that. With the 45-inch vertical, he erases mistakes left and right at the rim. So that's going to be a battle between him and Luke May. Luke May had 30 points in the first matchup. Even last night in that quarterfinal game, he had 19 points and 9 rebounds. I think now Luke May has to worry about guarding Zion Williamson, not only down low on the block, but also on the perimeter. So Zion can't get in foul trouble, but that is the matchup to watch tonight.
All right, so let me circle back before we talk about this to the incident from the Syracuse game. The question is, and you were very hot about this, did Frank Howard intentionally trip Zion as he tried to get back on defense? So I want to listen to you and those who were at the game and obviously from the player in question.
There is no place in the game for stuff like this. I said the same thing when the Grayson Allen stuff happened a couple years ago. The same thing just happened there with Frank Howard. We have the replay. You see that straight up. There is no place in the game for that. No place in the game for that. It's uncalled for. And I wish we could go back because that's a play where I feel like players need to get ejected.
As far as what people were commentating at halftime, I talked to Frank. I looked at the video. There was no trip involved out there. I don't know who was talking about that, but it was a bump, and both guys said, that's it. You know, there was nothing there. Trying to manufacture something out of nothing.
I mean, if you're saying I'm trying to trip him, I don't get it. You know, he's a hell of an athlete, a hell of a player. You know, I have a lot of respect for him. You know, I'm not going to wait 4 years to get to this stage to start tripping people.
Okay, thank you, guys.
It's a joke.
So, Jay, I've heard you all morning long. You say we live in a world where you can say it didn't happen, so it didn't happen. But if you're just looking at this objectively, after hearing Boeheim as well as Howard, has that changed your mind about the incident?
No, it doesn't change my mind about the incident. And I was the person that was talking about it at halftime, and I didn't manufacture it. If I was manufacturing it, I would be the only person talking about it. The whole internet was talking about last night. And look, Harry, I played in games, a ton of games, on the NBA level and the college level. I've gotten elbows, I've gotten kneed, I've gotten hit in place I shouldn't got hit on. But, you know, I haven't seen people trip people. And when you want to trip somebody, you deliberately stick out your foot and you curl your toe. Now, that wasn't he didn't get bumped into him. He tried to do that. Now, it was a mistake. I understand mistakes happen. But just because Jim Boeheim tells me it didn't happen doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It's almost like that whole line that you hear from Kevin Hart. Like, I see you do it. I see you do it. And we all saw that happen last night, and it's the reality of the matter.
And I would like to also add, you're like Boeheim, put my name on it if you're going to say I heard people commentating. I got it.
It's me.
Friend.
Exactly. It was me. Yes.
Jay Will. Duke and UNC tonight, 9 Eastern on ESPN. Thank you so much for joining us on Coast to Coast.
Thank you.
What a game last night in the NBA. Mavs and Nuggets. Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic. Pretty good duel late, fourth quarter, tied up. 2 minutes to go. Luka gets Paul Millsap up in the air. Nicely done. Mavs take the 2-point lead. Then Gary Harris the find for Jokic wide open. We're tied again. It's Luka's turn. Doncic driving. Mason Plumlee having a hard time staying with the rookie who had 24 points, just an assist away from a triple-double. You see him wide open down Broadway. Maybe banged his wrist on the rim. Here comes the ensuing foul shot. Misses it. You see him grabbing that right wrist. Maybe impacted the shot. Who knows? Mavs up one at that point. The 7-footer Jokic putting it on the floor. And look at this number. Off balance, nothing but net. He's been unbelievable this season, Jokic, and he does it again. Only had 11 points in the game, 9 below his season average, but coming up huge at the buzzer as the Nuggets win again, 199 your final. Not the first time it's happened this season. Let's take a look at Jokic in late game situations. He had that number on January 8th to cap off a triple-double, one of his 12 triple-doubles on the year as the Nuggets beat the Heat in South Beach. Another day, another triple-double, and a game